What is going on, guys? It is Trifecta J here with episode 2 of my MLB franchise on the PS4. And to start out, I signed Jeff Neiman to fill the role that Felipe Paulino would have had before he got traded. And with that, I'm going to release Dewente Heath. And so this is opening day in Chicago between the Chicago White Sox and the Minnesota Twins. So looking at our wins leaders last year, we have Chris Sale and Jose Quintana. Both put up pretty good numbers. However, the rest of those, none of them were above 5, and a couple of them were relief pitchers. So beyond those two, there's not really a lot of great pitchers. And Jose Quintana, I'm not a huge fan of him. So Jose Abreu getting ready for his first regular season game in the United States. Him and Adam Eaton, who is in center field, both were off-season acquisitions. Adam Eaton in a trade, and they signed Jose Abreu. So this is the first at-bat of the season to Danny Santana, who grounds it right to Gordon Beckham, who throws it to Paul Konerko, and Danny Santana's out. That's the first out on the season and first out on the season for Chris Sale. So now Brian Dozier up, 3-2 count. Chris Sale strikes him out on a 95 mile an hour fastball up in the zone. Nice start so far. So Avisail Garcia up, and he hits that one down the line as Josh Willingham is going to need to get to that ball, and he plays it perfectly, and that will keep Avisail Garcia at first base. So that's a great start right there. Already have a man on, so 2-2 count, 2 outs. Jose Abreu just pops that ball straight up though. So we'll strand a man who is on first. Not the best start. We got a man on, just not able to do anything with him. So now Jason Kubel up and hits the ball right up the middle. Gordon Beckham not quite able to get there, and that's a base hit for Jason Kubel, the center fielder for the Minnesota Twins. So Kurt Suzuki up now, and he grounds that ball right to Paul Konerko, who bobbles the ball. However, he is able to get to Chris Sale for the out at first base, but Jason Kubel will advance, as that could have been a double play if he does not bobble it right there. So now 1-2 count to Danny Santana, who strikes out swinging for the second out of the inning. Great pitch right there on the two-seam fastball. So 1-2 count to Brian Dozier, who just pops it straight up to Gordon Beckham, who's getting some nice early action in the field this year, with already recording a couple outs. I think that's like his third out on the day. So Tyler Flowers up, 2-2 count, no outs. He hits that ball right to the pitcher, who throws it, and he airmails the throw as Tyler Flowers is able to get on base, and he will not advance. He'll just stay at first. So Ricky Nolasco just airmails the throw right there. I don't really understand how. Not a very hard throw to make. So De Aza up now. He grounds that ball right into right field, and Tyler Flowers is able to advance. Nice play right there. 3-2 count for Adam Eaton, who grounds the ball right to the catcher, and that was almost a double play. However, Adam Eaton is in time, as I did not mean to slide right there. It's just a reaction. So Paul Konerko up. He hits that ball right to left field, as that will end the inning, as we'll strand 2 more runners at first and third. Chris Sale pitching now to Josh Willingham, and that ball's going deep as there's a man already on base, and that ball's gone, as that gives the Minnesota Twins a 2-0 lead on a Josh Willingham home run, his first of the season. Not a great pitch right there. He left it up in the zone, and Josh Willingham just takes him deep. So now another pitch right here. That's a slider that hangs up in the zone, and that ball is out of here also, as that's a great hit right there by Jason Kubel. Second home run allowed already on the day, and that's a 4-0 lead for the Minnesota Twins. So Danny Santana up now. He hits that ball right to center field for a base hit. Just Chris Sale's hitting a little bit of a rough spot right now. Already given up 4 runs and another man on base, but he strikes out Brian Dozier on the changeup right there, as Dozier was out in front of that pitch. 3-2 count, 1 out, man on first. He's going, and that ball is lined to Dayan Viciedo, who gets the ball, and he throws it back to first base, and he'll hold the runner, as Danny Santana's not able to advance right there. So now Josh Willingham up. He grounds it right to Paul Konerko to end the inning. Great job by Chris Sale to not allow any more runs, but it is a 4-0 lead at this point. And so Trevor Plouffe up to hit. He hits that ball to Alexi, and he's not able to get the ball, as that ball goes to De Aza in left field. So now a man on first, and Oswaldo Arcia up. He grounds that ball right to Gordon Beckham to Alexi, and that's a double play. Great play right there to get the double play, and that's 2 outs in the inning. So now Adam Eaton up, 1-2 count, bottom of the 6th, 4-0 lead for the Minnesota Twins. And Eaton hits it right up the middle, almost takes Ricky Nolasco with it. And that's a great hit right there. So now Avisail Garcia up to hit with a 3-2 count. And he is walked, as that's now men on first and second coming up for Paul Konerko. We definitely need to get something going right here. So Paul Konerko up. He hits that ball to center field, but Jason Kubel's right under that. And it looks like we'll be able to advance Adam Eaton, as this throw could be close. But no, they just throw it to the cutoff man. And so now men on the corners. 3-2 count for Jose Abreu. This would be a huge spot for him in his first game. However, he hits it right to the pitcher, and he's able to get in there safe and score a run. Great play right there, as he just hit that ball into the perfect position. So now 1 out, 2-2 count for Alexi Ramirez. Man on first and second, and he hits that ball to center field, and we're going to look to advance the runner in Oswaldo Garcia, and he is able to score. So now men on the corners once again. Great play right there by Alexi Ramirez. So now 3-2 count for Tyler Flowers, and that's a ball, and he will walk to load the bases with 1 out on the inning. Ricky Nolasco at 105 pitches so far. He was pitching really well until this inning where he has struggled. So now, very questionable call right there, but Diaz will walk, as that's another walk allowed right there by Ricky Nolasco. And with that, Ron Gardenhire will come out, and he will bring in Matt Grier, the right-handed relief pitcher, to replace Nolasco. So now a 3-0 count for Adam Eaton. Looks like a fastball, and he hits that to deep center field. The center fielder's going back. He gets it, and we won't advance the runner, as Tyler Flowers does not have the speed to be able to get to third base on that throw. So Avisail Garcia up, trying to move the runners in. However, he will walk, as that loads the bases for Grier and the White Sox. So now a 2-2 count, and Konerko just grounds that to second bases. We'll strand 3 right there. That's something we've definitely struggled with today, is getting the runners in. That's something you'll definitely struggle with when you don't have a very good lineup. So that ball goes right down the third base line, and Diaz tries to dive right there. So that will allow the runner to advance. Is right there. I was trying to dive with the third baseman, but instead it made me the left fielder, and that allowed Dozier to advance. So now 1-1 count, man on second base, as Joe Mauer will just pop that one up to Diaz, who's under that, and the runner will not be able to advance on a great throw right there. Diaz has the arm to keep him. So looking at the comparison right now, Chris Sale's got an extra inning, but he's given up 2 more runs, but only 1 of those has been earned. So grounding the ball to Connor Gillespie will throw him out, as that's Josh Willingham who gets thrown out right there. The ball is thrown out to Paul Konerko. So 3-1 count for Plouffe, and he will walk for a man on first and second, as Chris Sale's at about 110 pitches, but he will strike out Oswaldo Garcia to end the inning and get out of the jam. We need some runs right here, and Jose Abreu will get on base, as Danny Santana will bobble that ball as it bounces off. It looked like his knee or his glove or something, and so now that ball hits the third base bag, and Alexi Ramirez will be able to reach base. A nice play right there from number 10. So Gordon Beckham up, bottom of the 8th, and he hits that ball to deep right field. The right fielder's going back, and he's under that one. But we will be able to advance the runner by tagging up, as that throw is not in time. So now men on the corner in the bottom of the 8th for Tyler Flowers with 2 outs. And he just pops that ball up to left field, as we strand another 2 runners. Like I said earlier, that's something we've definitely struggled with. We've stranded a bunch of runners in this game. So now top of the 9th, throwing to Chris Colabello, and he will hit that ball to deep left field. And Diaz is not able to get that, as I misplayed it right there. Took a very weird route, and we'll just throw it to third base, as Colabello's in there for a no-out single in the top of the 9th. So Donnie Veal's now in the game, a breaking ball pitcher, and he gets that ball to go down the line, as we will hopefully be able to hold the runner at third base with a great throw by Diaz right there, as if the runner went, he would have definitely been out. So now 1-2 count, men on the corners, as that ball goes right to Paul Konerko, who throws it to first to second to first, but he's not able to get Kurt Suzuki at first base, as he did hesitate right there. So now we'll walk Danny Santana to load the bases, and so that ball is popped out to Gordon Beckham, as no runners will be able to advance on this. So that's 2 outs in the top of the 9th. This has just been a struggle on opening day, and Joe Mauer will pop out most likely to end the... Actually, no, that ball is off the wall, and Diaz is not able to play it. And Mauer will look to try and get into third, but he'll just stay at second, as that scores 2 more runs. That is something we that can't happen in the top of the ninth if you want to come back. And we will strike out Josh Willingham to end the inning. So now the bottom of the ninth, De Aza up. He'll just ground out to Danny Santana. But instead, Danny Santana bobbles the ball one more time as that's his second error on the day. So Eaton up 2-1 count as trying to advance this runner and try and get on base also. But instead, he just grounds to the pitcher. That's almost a double play, but Adam Eaton's able to beat it out. But it's worse because we lose our runner. And now Paul Konerko lines that ball down the line, and Adam Eaton will be able to score. Great hit right there, but it's a little bit too late right now as you had to be able to keep them from scoring runs in the top of the ninth. But instead, they scored 3 runs and put the game away, and Jose Abreu will strike out to end the game. That ball looked like it may have been a ball before it actually got there, but instead, the Twins will get the first win on the season on opening day, and I hope you enjoyed, because I'm out.